Okay, welcome. I can't hear myself. Okay, welcome, Lagos. Today we are on Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, but there's going to be a twist today. It's not going to be Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, but it's going to be Daily Digest with Camilla and Timini. So we're about to take you on a nice journey. So I want you all to pay attention. So today we'll be driving deep into what we discussed last week: smart living, academic, smart living, balancing academic responsibility and social validation as a Nigerian student. But today's conversation, I want to make it conversational in the sense that I want to ask Mr. Sheriff, how was it for you back then when you were a student? Because I know obviously back then it was mostly like you read, there was library, there was textbook, like you had to buy a lot of handouts for you to like be able to pass an exam. But like right now, there's social media. In this present generation, there's social media, there's ChatGPT. Like literally, when I was in PAU, when I entered PAU, I think mid first semester that I found out where the library was, because most of my notes were like online. Yeah, it was mostly online, and like even the first books were ebooks. How was it for you guys back then? That you have to go to the library, you have to buy a particular handout, because I know that back then if you don't buy a particular handout, you won't, like, it's very slim for you to pass a course, because lecturer is always like, oh, this handout is where the question is coming out from, 100 pages, 1000 pages, and yet you read front and back and nothing.
Yeah, good morning, Lagos. Good morning, Camilla. Good morning, Timini. Timini, how you doing?
Good morning, I'm fine.
Good morning, Uncle Jimmy. Yeah, good question actually. Yeah, back in the day when I was in uni, I think I got to know about the library like the moment we entered uni, because library wasn't far from what they call this place called, I can't remember. So there's you can't miss it. Then again, our lecturers at uni learning then, they were more hands-on. I don't know how they are right now, but I can only speak to when I was there. So notes were dictated to us. We were writing notes and we read a whole lot. There was no what's it called? I mean, I was in school before GSM even came out. So it was a luxury when, if you see a student and then the student is holding on to a mobile phone, you'll be like, this one is from one Ajabota family. There was nothing like that. We used to use Nitel call cards to call home and all of that. Then so you could, I'm trying to put that side by side with internet connectivity and what do you call it now? Learning and all of that. We didn't have all of those things back then. You have to read, and we read a whole lot. We used to go to class at night to go and read, because by that time the school library would have closed for the day. So we'll go to night class or whatever it is that we were calling it then. And most times there was very short supply of power. So you go to night class with your candles, with your torchlights. Very few people could. There were no this rechargeable stuff. Very limited then. Very limited. What we had were just torchlight. So you have to go to class at night with torchlight. Night reading was almost like we approached it with the same importance that you place on daytime lectures. You just have to go for night reading, night classes, because that's the only way you can meet up. Because all through the day you're busy jumping from one lecture theater to another lecture theater to another. By the time you're done, you're famished. You go back to that on campus. You go back to your hostel, just to catch like 1 hour 30 minutes sleep, and before you know, you're back preparing for your night classes. Yeah, studying was quite hectic back in the day, because you can't read in the hostel. There's no way you're going to read in the hostel. It was very difficult. No, you can't. It was a busy place. It was even not distractions everywhere, because you're not the only person in the hostel. You have about maybe 12, 13 in a hostel that's even me being conservative, right? In my hostel, I didn't stay in school like that, but in my 100 level in my hostel, I think we should be about 20.
In a room?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
So I was forced to just go outside of, the school to go and get accommodation outside of the school of
Thank you
campus.
so much. So,
Yeah.
Timini, what was it? What was the experience like?
Well, honestly, I believe that everything is going digital nowadays,
Yeah.
and I'm grateful that I was born at a time where I could experience what it was like when it wasn't digital and what it's like now as it's digital. Because I'll say that when I was younger, even though some people may not believe me, using textbooks, going to the library was a regular thing because my mom too was a bookworm. So I believe until year 7, I didn't know that I could go online to research things for school. I had too many textbooks. My school bag was tearing on a daily basis.
Wow.
And until year 10, I realized now that everybody wants to do e-learning because it's easier, it's simpler.
Exactly.
Despite all the flaws that it may have, it's very open and it's easy for people to attain more knowledge than they normally would if they're reading through textbooks. And from year 10 to year 12, from my secondary school, I just graduated from, by God's grace, we were using laptops, and now it's year 7s that are using laptops now. So I can imagine that from there, it's going to continue to progress. I mean, having smart boards, laptops in class, using tablets for assignments, those are very, very new things. And I mean, they help, but I can say that it was definitely a serious time back then when we used to have to go out of our way to buy textbooks. Now I can just Google the name of a textbook and I can get all the pages.
Yeah, thank you. So, would you mind taking the responsibility part for me, like drive us through the responsibility part?
Responsibility, okay.
Yeah.
Well, responsibility as a student, it comes in many different ways. I mean, there's prefectship, seniority. Obviously, there's if you have siblings at your school, you need to be responsible. But also of your own name, of who you are, you need to be responsible. So, I would say that as a student of nowadays, it's very, very difficult to not be influenced by your peers, to not want to follow the route that everybody is following. I mean, there are so many TikTok trends that everybody wants to join. You want to blow online, or what do I want to say? But I would say that responsibility comes from a place of knowing who you are and trusting yourself, and also being able to say that I'm going to read this, I'm going to focus on study this, not because of the money, but because of what I really want to do to make the world a better place, to impact my generation. So responsibility can be that. It can also be in terms of helping out other people, because you yourself might be set, but the people around you are not. And one person doesn't make a difference unless they continue to spread what they have. They need to spread their wisdom, spread their knowledge. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. So, as a student now, how do you balance like responsibility you have at home and responsibility of going to school, how to read for exam and all that? So, how do you like tend to balance it without one suffering?
Hand it over to God. Hand it over to God, because it's really not easy. Your friends, they may be like, okay, let's go out, let's party, let's only read this, let's even get cheat sheets. It's like you don't want to disgrace your parents, you want to pass, you want to excel, you want to make them happy.
Pressure.
Yeah, the pressure. But at the same time, at home, you also don't want to be laughed at in school. You don't want them to see that, oh, is it this one? Like when people are asking questions, people asking for help, they won't come and ask you for help. They'll leave you out stranded. People don't want to help you because they feel like it's going to waste their time. So I feel like balancing the two of them, you have to know when to cut it. At home, you need to know that you also need to read at home. In school, you also need to read in school. I mean, at home, you need to know that I need to be the right friends. You need to prioritize your own mental health. You need to prioritize your own spiritual life and everything. You need to prioritize studying. You need to prioritize good health, obviously, because you cannot be sick and be top of your class. So
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. So now we'll go into social validation. So I will speak a little bit on that. Back in the days, I knew that there was not much on social media. Everybody was not really like to get that famous was not there. Everything was about okay, book. I want to get my head straight there. I want to be this. I want to be that. But nowadays, I see young people that like they seek social validation so much, and I tend to wonder like why. You see someone they post a video on TikTok, they're wondering, oh my god, I don't have followers, they're depressed. I'm like, why? Like why is that so? Because I know back then it was obviously like it was more of like community. You come out like maybe let me say you live like let me say barracks for example. Yes. Maybe after school you all come out, all the children they come out, they play and all that. But nowadays everyone is literally on their phone. when you're like, oh, come, let's socialize, like, no, that's something I'm doing online. They post, everybody's going after followers. Oh, I've not done this, and I'm wondering, like, why is that so?
And not just followers, but even like side hustles and stuff. Like that. People want to make money online. I mean, it's a good idea, but it shouldn't be dominating what you need to do in life. Obviously, side hustles are side hustles for a reason. They're not the main job, not the main occupation.
Well, I feel for the side hustle part, I would understand, because obviously everyone wants to be rich. Everyone wants to make it. Nobody would say, I don't want to make it.
Depending on the side hustle.
Yeah, positive side hustle, obviously. I'm not talking about the negative side. So, Mr. Sherry, sorry, what's your take on that?
On which one now?
Social validation.
I think the generation of today, it's unfortunate. I mean, it's their reality. I think it starts from home. Parents first, while you're raising your kids, you need to, infuse into them that self-confidence that they need, that they don't need anybody to validate them. Once a child grows up knowing that they have this great confidence in their ability, they have this great confidence to speak in public, they have this great confidence to be able to not succumb to peer pressure, I think they would go well. But then, like I said, it's the reality of this generation. Social pressure is real. Social pressure is intense.
Yeah.
It's not as easy that we may decide to say it on the radio, because if you're not in that situation, you may not exactly get the impact of what social pressure in the real sense of social pressure. And let's face it, even our mothers, our fathers, they went through their own forms of social pressure as well, because in their own time, they too would contend with the fact that they want to buy Ashwebi. They want to this woman did their naming ceremony, they bought Ashwebi of 10,000. We must buy Ashwebi of 20,000. That also is a form of social pressure. But this generation, I think their own. I pity this generation, because it is not easy. I mean, you are in a public place where you have friends from all kinds of backgrounds, and everybody is talking about this. Yeah, you too. You want to level up and say, my dad is a doctor. Meanwhile, your dad is not a doctor. It's not easy, to be honest with you. But then the training must be from home for your kid to be able to know the kind of crowd they would be, they will mix with.
Yeah, and I also feel like self-contentment is also important. Like knowing what to do, like knowing where you are from. Like, obviously, if you know your family are not that all well off, I think you should not go out there looking at people that are obviously there, because sometimes it happens. You go on social media, and social media is never helping nowadays.
It isn't.
It's filled with a lot of lies. So you go out there, you're seeing someone within your age bracket making it, traveling out, living like the life you want to live, and you're like, okay, how are they making it? But I just figured that out. Most times on social media, they don't show us the bad side. They show us the good side. They show us
always
what will make you depressed, what will make you feel like you are not worth it. But to anyone listening out there, I just want to tell you that whatever pace you are going on I feel is the perfect pace for you. Do the hard work, do everything, and I will leave you with, I don't say it's not a quote, but just like a line, that perfection is a fallacy. So I would like you all to call in now and like share your opinions on what we just discussed. The Gen Zs, the Gen Alphas. I don't hear you guys' opinion on this topic, smart living.
Let me ask everyone here. Do you think social media is helping or hurting us today? What do you think?
Well, I feel it depends on what angle you want to take it from. Because helping us in the sense that, okay, education-wise, you can go out there are resource materials, you can equip yourself, you can be more, like, smart, not really smart, but like think out of the box and like that. But on the bad side, I feel like I also feel like when people are posting some certain things, they should be careful of what they are posting, keeping in mind that everyone is not like them. Everyone, obviously, all fingers are not equal to even begin with, so people can't be the same. So they should just, I want everyone to know, I'm living a very lavish lifestyle, not minding what the other person at the receiving end.
Not to mention, it's very unsafe, it's very risky. I mean, there are people that are genuinely jealous, wishing for your downfall, and when you post things that if you mistakenly post your address. There have been cases of people being hunted down, people being assaulted in their own homes, horrible, horrible things. So people should be careful of what they post online, honestly.
And even what we consume. Because most times if you're always like, okay, your let me say your FYU page on TikTok, obviously
What's
like
FIU?
your For You page
For you,
on
okay.
TikTok
Okay.
is full of lifestyle. Yeah, obviously think you should. How will I put
You
it?
can
now?
aspire. You
Yes,
can aspire to be like them or like have something similar to their aesthetic, but you should not be trying to outdo them or want to be them. Always be
Be
comfortable in your own
yourself,
skin.
because you don't know what they're doing behind closed door. You don't even know how they got there. But they just come out and they're showing you, oh my god, today I'm in Bentley, I'm driving this, I'm traveling around
How
the
did you
country.
get that Bentley?
But we don't know. Like, so how?
Do you think most of your generation, most of your peers, they think the way you guys think?
I think when you
Not
really
really.
sit down and have a conversation with them, they do see the flaws. But it depends on who you're talking to that they will bring out how they truly feel. How do I say? If I was talking to one of my friends, she would say, obviously, this hustle on TikTok is good, they're paying me and everything. But she would never talk about how maybe she gets stalkers. She has people in her DM saying all sorts of things, people trying to find out her address and all that kind of things. So it can be very stressful, very, very straining. So I would say that a lot of people do agree, but maybe the good outweighs the bad for them. So they may not want to speak up about it.
What do you think?
Well, in a way, with her, because generally speaking, there was a time, speaking from experience, I know there was a time where I was like, oh my god, look at my age mate living this life that I want to live, flying, like doing this time,
Go.
the time, what's it called, how they're living, and obviously I want to be like them. But at the same time, I told myself, wait, do you know what they are doing? Do you know what they did to get that money? It's not obvious. It's not everyone that their parents are like. It's not everyone that's born with a silver spoon. Some people, even with the old silver spoon, they do some things that they're not going to be proud to come out to say it. So obviously, they will be come and show you the lifestyle they're living. So I just told myself, easy step, just one step at a time. The right time would come, and when it comes, I'll
That's
take it.
beautiful. Honestly.
Telephone calls. Okay, yeah. So call us on 0201-277-0993, 0201-465-7190, and on WhatsApp 080-9597-5805. Hello, what's up? Good morning.
Good morning. This is Pastor Ladipo,
Okay.
calling from Lagos.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, in fact, my take this morning is on this issue of
I'm so sorry. Can
social
you speak up?
validation.
Okay, social
Social
validation.
validation.
Okay.
Yes, I think you guys are really hitting it hard, and I would like to go deeper more on it because that has been the base of the society we find ourselves today. It is not only for youth themselves. I'm telling you reality. It's not only for youth, even for adults. And this is part of what has been driving our society crazy.
Okay.
Seriously.
Okay, thank
A lot
you.
of people, so that mama can see me attitude, they get involved in many crimes.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you for calling
That's
in.
amazing. That's very, very true.
Okay, we're on a quick break and when we'll be back, we'll pick up from where we stopped. Thank you.
More news and information coming up. We'll be back in a moment.
Success is like an aeroplane. You only see the graceful flight high up in the sky, but not the roaring, powerful engines propelling it. Likewise, in the world of e-payments, you only see transactions done, funds remitted. But who pioneered these financial technology solutions? Well, you knew it as Value Card, now Unified Payments, Nigeria's premier financial technology service provider. Yes, it starts here. Find out more at www.up-ng.com. Unified Payments, unifying businesses for people.
Hey, whoa! So I did on my own. Now a message enter my phone. Fiam. I can't click up. Fiam. Now my money for account go. Fiam. Hey. If to say na Airtel you dey use, them for first alert you before you click Airtel they identify spammers, then alert them customers with AI powered service. Make sure say you no fall mugu for wuruwuru scam messages. No charges, no subscription. Me self they go join Airtel. Fiam.
Airtel, a reason to imagine.
In the kitchen game, there are players and then Agba Ballers, MVP, Player of the Year, 10-0, no rival. Become an Agba Baller with the new improved Maggi chicken flavor, made with a flavorful formation of onion, celery, turmeric to bring out your top game in the kitchen. Elevate the taste of your everyday dishes with delicious rich chicken flavor. Oh yeah, let's go.
New Maggi chicken flavor, my game changer.
This is Nigeria, where every new day brings a fresh chance to dream bigger, push harder, and live confidently. But true confidence is more than hope. It's knowing that no matter where you are, no matter who you are, you're protected, empowered, and ready for the journey ahead. At Sanlam Alliance, we believe confidence isn't just for a few, it's the right of everyone. That's why we have come together, uniting the strength of a Pan-African giant and a global leader to give you the financial protection and solutions you need to succeed. Because when we come together, we protect more, we achieve more, and we all rise together. Sanlam and Alliance is now Sanlam Alliance. Sanlam Alliance. Live with confidence.
See, everybody with him own wahala. Every day comes with its own version of challenges, and you have to be ready to face them, because only then can you move on to the next. That's why I never miss my breakfast. Scratch that. My peak breakfast, with the nutrients and energy I need to face each day, one challenge at a time.
Every day is a good day to power on with a peak breakfast. Have you had your peak? Reach for your peak.
What you're about to taste is so hot, it's got basket mouth singing.
Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Yeah. Mini Ninja Pepe flavor. Correct. Heat.
Nothing brings the heat like the bold taste of Mini Me Noodles Niger Pepper flavor. Try it today and see for yourself. Mini Me Noodles Niger Pepper flavor. Slide it like it's hot.
In today's housing update, real stories from Nigerians benefiting from the ARM Managed Ministry of Finance Incorporated Real Estate Investment Fund, MREIF, also known as MREF, a private sector-led initiative launched by the federal government.
Hello, my name is Mr. Obiora. Thanks to the MREF program, I just bought my first house in Enugu. I paid my 20% upfront and MREF paid the balance.
That's right. MREF is here to make owning a house a reality for more Nigerians, offering affordable mortgages of up to 20 years at a fixed interest rate of just 12% per annum. MREF is open to all Nigerians, and you too could move into your own house. For more information, visit any of the participating participating banks listed on the MREF website or apply at www.mreif.com.ng www.mreif.com.ng.
This message is brought to you by ARM Investment Managers, Fund Manager for MREF.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, it goes without saying that every day is a day to win. Yes, every day you can possibly call yourself a winner. Why? Well, it is because over 200,000 naira is being given away on Nigeria Info every day. All you have to do is go to the website at www.oneplay.ng or dial the code *347 880 *3#. Now, dialing that code from your phone will cost you 500 naira, and of course, clicking on the Nigeria Info button when you get to the website at www.oneplay.ng will cost you 500 naira. Yes, you can play as many times as possible. You can play as many times as 10. You can play as little as once. The more you play, the better your chances of winning every day on every show. Literally every show. Yes, I'm talking about Morning Crossfire, What's Up Lagos, Game On weekdays, and of course Football Frenzy on weekends. But that is not all. Every Friday there will be another 500k jackpot, all for you to win. And to qualify for that, all you have to do is make sure you had played the game throughout the week. Yes, dialing *347 *880 *3# will literally qualify you for 2 opportunities at cracking this code. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you are doing the thing. Go to the website at www.oneplay.ng or dial the code *347 *880 *3#. Make sure you're above the age of 18 while playing, and play responsibly, as in play with only what you can afford to part with. One Play is a registered trademark under Lasho Trading Services Limited, licensed by the Lagos State Lotteries and Gaming Commission. Make sure you are playing and make sure you are winning, and when you win, send your tithe.
99.3 Nigeria Info.
Your number one station for talk. Let's talk.
You're listening to Jimi Disu right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Right. So you welcome back to the Daily Digest with Jimi Disu, and I'm proud to have presented these two ladies. It was an experiment, and I think it worked. I listened to what was going on attentively, and I was so proud of them. So proud of them. If there was a crowd, I'd be giving a round of applause, but I was very proud of them. There were a few errors there, but that's what I had told them. And this is for the benefit of the younger people who are listening, that in this profession, and indeed any profession, the first thing you need to kill is do not be afraid to make a mistake. I wanted to say I made the mistake this morning, but I roped Sheriff in. You remember when I said that what the president gets, he wants? And Sheriff, because he's big boy in English, I corrected me. He said, no, unfortunately, it's what the president wants, he gets. When it now turned out that we said that was the petroleum minister. When it turned out so I'm proud of them. We'll be doing this again. Maybe in another month, I'll be getting a new set of 2-3 young people. And we must hear the young people speak. We must know what is on their minds. I even go down to secondary and even primary school level. They must be heard. And we must encourage our young people to have a sense and confidence to take over. The old people have been there for too long. Having presidents in the 70s and 80s, even me at 70 now, I feel I'm beginning to get to, maybe it's time for me to retire. But it being Baba, that's nothing to it. No, apart from that, in this profession, you still need, it's like having a law profession without aged sons. You'd always need their wisdom. So thank you very much for listening to them. continue the program normally, like we normally would have. But let me ask them what their experience was like. Miss Harrison, what was the experience like? First of all, were you afraid?
Oh,
you were jittery. Your what do they call it? Eyebrows. Is it eyebrow?
Eyelash.
Your eyelashes was going. It was like the flaps of a bird, the wings of a bird. But were you nervous?
You're too scared. When I started talking, I got comfortable.
You got comfortable.
Yes.
And I lead. Were you scared? We are not. This week on. Was it this Wednesday?
Yes, this Wednesday.
This Wednesday. But what is that? I keep forgetting. Do you know one thing I fear, Sheriff, is police interrogation. Yeah. If you ask me to give account of all I did yesterday, I'll just go flat on my back. Enjoy. Have mercy on me. I keep forgetting things. Does it happen to you?
Yes, it does.
It does.
Yes, it does.
So there's nothing wrong with me.
No.
Okay. I just wanted to establish that. Okay, so for the rest of our program, we'll open up our mics. You can call in, comment on this program, and there's also an open mic. You can use the opportunity, latest developments, to give views on certain issues. Don't forget tomorrow on the Discourse with Jimi Disu, which will be brought to you by MTN, we are going to be looking into the Isheshe side of Obaship in Yoruba. This is inspired by the death of the recent passing away of the Awojale. And I have Otumba Lawal. He'll be here. I think I can't remember the number, but I think I heard he has about 14 or 15 chieftaincy titles. And I'm also trying to get one or two other people. Emmanuel Obasa says that is this Emmanuel Obasa is Ishrese. I don't know. My one Emmanuel Obasa is also called Ishrese. And Sheriff, way back in school, he was very good in the sack race. I will explain what sack race means to you, but we had this. Do they still do sack race in school? Where you put you in a sack and you have to. Emmanuel Obasa says that this is amazing. These young ladies are showing us that the future of broadcasting is bright in Nigeria. Keep it up, girls. And another one says that please tell Uncle JD to watch out because his job is his job in the studio is on the line. These young ladies are on fire. Yes, I'm happy to hear that. What is that again? Thanks for such sharp young women. Sheriff, that cap na big ups. It's true, Sheriff. Well, your cap is you remind me of Tuji Shotimini and Amosun. Uncle JD and Nigeria Info, thank you for the encouragement of the youth and the future journalists come radio presenters to be. Sheriff, there's something wrong with this your couple. God bless yourself. It's a Friday anyway. Let's try and catch some fun. Let's go next caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, my name. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Uncle Jimi Disu and Uncle Sheriff.
Yes.
I want to say well done. And
Thank
to
you.
the young lady, I want to say well done.
Thank you.
But I have one problem with Uncle Jimmy.
What is it?
He said you don't like politics. You don't want an appointment. Can you imagine yourself?
I'm too old. I'm a 70-year-old man. I don't want to die. I cannot thief money. I don't want to die. I cannot be chopping.
At 70, you can say what you are doing. At 70, you can say what you are doing.
Okay,
Why don't you even accept one appointment, even if it's Minister of Education?
This program is not about me. I'm sure you know. So
but I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud.
Thank you very much.
Proud of you.
Thank you very much, sir. Kind also says that Mr. Quadri is slavery of the Cherubaon. That's true. It's like I think I should take you to the dancing governor in Osun. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Uncle Jimmy. Good morning, sir.
Morning. How are you?
Fine.
Yes.
My name is Pastor Neka Obiora from Ojodube.
Yes.
Thank you so much. God bless you. God bless you. God bless Nigeria Info. God bless Quadric. God bless all of you in the studio.
Yes.
What encouragement you are giving to most of the young people.
Yes.
You know, as you are mentoring them God will keep getting your life in the name of Jesus Christ.
Amen.
With you and those young children, then may God keep them. Let them remain resolute, remain focused, and have a vision in their life. So that at the end of the day, nobody will persuade them out of their dreams and vision in life.
Yes.
God bless Nigeria Info and God bless Nigeria. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you very much. Do you have another caller?
Yes.
Hello? Morning. Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Morning, Mr. B.
Morning.
Yeah, my name is Masuki.
Yes.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to congratulate the girls. I hope it's a great learning path, for them. Then I just want to comment on Tinubu naming Unimade after Buhari.
Yes, that is an interesting subject. Yeah.
Yes, I just wish our institutions of higher learning, especially, should be named after intellectuals or people who have ties to the university. It must be named after a politician. Let it be a politician that deserves it. For example, Obafemi Awolowo. We all know his strides with education and how much he loves education. Buhari has a school cert, and you're naming him after a higher institution.
I never thought of that. Are you sure he doesn't have more than that?
No, his cert is his highest educational qualification. He has military
military
certificate. So I wish maybe this would be named after people like Wole Soyinka, and politicians would be named after roads and bridges.
So which bridge would you, which bridge or road would you have wanted?
Maybe one bridge in Katsina or Maiduguri or Boro.
Or an airport, really. An airport wouldn't be such a bad idea.
Or an airport,
yes.
Yeah. But
an airport,
should be an intellectual thing.
Okay, so let me ask you before you go, why do you think the politicians are always targeting universities? We had an attempt on MKO Abiola University, Lagos. We had an attempt on Ulunoyo with the Polytechnic. Why do you think such established institutions? I am inclined to believe that somewhere at the bottom of the thinking of our politicians, they like to rewrite history. Okay, and they'd like to be put in good reckoning, and they think they can rub off on that. But I think we need to be careful that these things do not bring us to ridicule. Same way, the barracks that was named after the president, I feel he had nothing to do with the military, except maybe he approved budgets. And that is not an achievement. There's no big deal in that. I would like the military to quickly name, they can't name a ship after him, a naval ship, because he was not a naval man per se. Maybe they can name one of the... In fact, the president should have, in good humor, renamed the barracks that was named after him, Muhammadu Buhari Barracks. Not relevant.
That's not a bad idea.
It's not a bad idea. By now, the president would have known that they broke protocol in naming that barracks after him. He should have known that maybe they did it either to juice him up or they did it under intimidation or somebody was playing eye service. And that naming the barracks after him might not necessarily have gone down well. But I don't know if the leaders, if they actually get to know the feelings of people on some of these things. Look at, now I can say, Jeremy Fellow, they're trying to change the names of the streets, all those that don't have Yoruba names, they're changing them to, it's most disgusting if you ask me. That's a story for another day. Yes, you wanted to show me something.
No, I said
oh yes, caller, you can go. Go and eat.
All right.
Lost, go chop. I think we have another caller here. Hello, good morning. Oh, okay, JD, in some instances, people come forward with receipts videos of an employee or service provider who is being owed and comes. These are resolved very fast. Where did he get all this from?
He's talking about the benefit of social media.
Oh, okay. The previous topic. Okay, I was wondering. I was in a daze. I said, I might dream. I've gone back in time. Back in time. Okay, 020127719993 is an open mic now. 020144657190. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jimmy. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
My name is Peter Boyula from Shango today. I thought as much that you are going to talk about this dreaming of my degree university. I even spoke with Kofi Batel that Uncle Jimmy will speak about it. I think it's becoming a norm. I don't know, for remaining institutions. It wouldn't be the best institutions that have stood the test of time. You understand? I want to share the same notion with you. Why don't they come up with new developments or new innovations and name it after the new innovations after them are not existing? You talk about University of Lagos. See the controversy it paid before it came back to Unilag. And now look at Maiduguri University that has stood the test of time. A lot of people now, I don't know how you feel now saying Muhammadu Buhari University. It doesn't sound for me. Take the barracks, which are military barracks. Yes, you could go that route. Take one of the armored tanks or specific armored tank that is
you can't name name it. I don't think you can name an armored.
Okay, look at the Navy ships that they name or Opabana,
yes,
all those things, Navy ships, all those things.
Yes.
You could take an armored tank or
in fact, in the Western world,
let me listen to you over the radio, sir.
Okay, in the Western world, even ships are named after presidents. I think there's Roosevelt. Yes, I don't know what they're going to. Maybe the best to name, if Donald Trump does go, which he will go one day, they better name a rocket after him. So once the rocket takes off, then that's the end of that. Okay, we have another caller here. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Could Jimmy?
Morning.
Yeah, this is Connie.
Yes.
So I'm wanting to give the ladies feedback. May I please?
Oh, please go ahead. Listen, ladies.
Right. Okay. Young lady, the first thing I want to say is good job, that you are able to, should I say, go through the entire process.
Yes.
So the feedback I want to give to you is next time you want to do this kind of thing, you assign tasks to each of your two anchors. So when you come on air, one person will introduce everybody, or you take time to introduce yourself. It was only Camilla that that started, and she introduced herself, but Miss Harrison, was not really introduced. So that's one thing. Then we went straight into speaking with Sheriff, and we didn't introduce him as, Sheriff is here as a guest. I know butterflies were, doing overtime on.
You can say that again. You can say that again.
I remember when I was in the employed sector, I had a staff that I put to work to do some training. He had been going for trainings with me. So one day I said, okay, you got the whole class to yourself. He instantly sweated so badly, profusely. And on top of it, when I got to the office, and the distance from the training location to my office was about 10 minutes drive.
Yes.
He was back in the office in 20 minutes. I was like, what happened?
We deliberately left him to
absolutely
so that this is kind of masterclass, and you won't believe how appreciative I am of your contribution, which is rock solid. Is rock solid. What do you do for a living, man?
Actually, I'm a facilitator.
Okay.
And a consultant. I'm a business and systems optimization consultant. Yes.
What does that mean? Please, can you tell me what it means?
Yes.
Business.
What it means is, in terms of policies, process, procedures, I'm on top of it.
Wow.
In terms of training, I'm on top of it.
Wow.
In terms of, optimizing existing structures and identifying gaps, I'm on top of it.
Wow.
I do a whole plethora.
I feel intimidated already.
Management.
because all the time you're describing what you do for a living, somebody asks me the same question, I'll just say I talk on radio. Simple.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Nice.
And you do a great job. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, madam.
All right.
Sherry, that profession, did you get any? Did you understand it?
Yes, yes.
Okay, what did she say?
Yes.
What did she say? Don't
yes.
you know, for some of us that are old school, some of these new developments in terms of how to describe what you do, I'm completely out of it. But you got the message right. Good. Last caller for today. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah. Good morning. I called to just greet you.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. You sounded so much like a male Mrs. Aibe. I think they must be related. Okay, thank you very much. That's where we'll go. We're going to end it for today. Let's leave you to go and enjoy your weekend. Remember that the game between the female Nigerian players, the female Eagles or whatever it is, and they're playing Chad. No, sorry, they're playing. The
funny thing is,
I know that they're playing today at 5:00. They're playing Zambia at 5:00, and it's a competitive one. So make sure that you're at home or wherever you are to watch the match. To the ladies, final word from you.
It was nice being on air.
Okay.
I really liked it.
Yeah, and you should thank the lady who called.
Yeah, thank you so much, and thank you all for all your words of encouragement and support. I really appreciate it.
Ms. Harrison,
thank you for your inputs, everybody. And I'm very happy to be here. And also just remind everybody to be themselves and have a great day, and that you are blessed.
Good. That was the voice of my good friend Harrison. That's a female version of his voice. That's why we close the program for today. I'd like to thank Mr. Sheriff and remind him that he should take responsibility for what he said this morning when he said the president. No, you said it, Sheriff. You can't turn back. Tomorrow comes the first in a series of I would say is a call because when issues are up, yes, we are supposed to be neutral. Yes, we'll be neutral. We'll give equal opportunities, but we will always try to say where we stand because Nigeria is in a I don't want to say it's in a mess. Nigeria needs to pull out of the kind of what we are in, and people need to stand up. We need to know they need to stand up to be counted. I am one of those who believe that we should leave our traditions alone and not supersede them with personal religions and idiosyncrasies. We can correct some things that are not right. I agree with that. Nobody says when an Oba dies, nobody's going to say to kill another person. No. But we shouldn't fall victim to Western propaganda. That's why we are taunted. And unfortunately, in some cases, the people who disrupt our traditional whatever, most of them are agents of the Western world. We live in a competitive world. And the first thing that is done is to make you lose confidence in yourself. That's why China didn't fall for it. You can see where they are. India didn't fall for it. You can see where they are. And I don't think Nigeria should fall for it. Our leaders can, but we won't. Don't worry. In 2027, we have another chance. Thank you very much, ladies. That will be all. And thank you very much, Sheriff. That will be all. I'll be here tomorrow at 9. And What's Up Lagos comes up next, so don't go away.
.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info.